yesterday I talked about It's a Wonderful Life. How about we talk about the Muppets doing It's a Wonderful Life? It's a very Muppet Christmas movie, is essentially that. Kermit the Frog feels down, and he wishes he had never been born, and he gets to see how the world would have been worse without him. I mean, that is literally the premise of It's a Wonderful Life, pretty much. And I think there's a reason why the Muppets chose it. So, obviously they did not do it the same treatment they did for A Christmas Carol on it, and I think that's a good thing because it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have been the Muppets doing a classic story. It would have felt, in a way, almost cheap. But here what they did is, Kermit just happens to be in the same situation as George Bailey. He forgets about the impact that he's made on everyone's lives. And only by seeing what the world would be like if he wasn't there, does he actually, once again, appreciate the impact that he's made. In the moment, it's exactly the same thing as in The Wonderful Life. Of course, there's a few differences as well. I do feel like in The Wonderful Life, Mr. Potter, deep down there is a little bit of caring, but he has suppressed it. But Bitterman, come on, Bitterman. Yeah, she has no compassion left at all. Like, Mr. Potter, I'm pretty sure if you brought him the three ghosts from A Christmas Carol, he might maybe show some compassion, but yeah, Bitterman, no way. No way at all. But I do appreciate, though, in traditional Muppets fashion, how they throw out references to other things. There's a Star Wars reference in here, and it's hilarious. Actually, I think I saw this before I actually saw Star Wars, so I was a bit confused at first. But that was like years ago, pre-5th grade. But there's also references to other Christmas classics, such as How the Grinch Stole Christmas. There's also references to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and there's actually a pretty obvious one where not just the Bull Ives telling of it with a snowman who's literally called a Bull Ives wannabe, but also Rizzo gets a red nose. It's kind of hilarious. We also get some of the other. There actually is references to A Christmas Carol. That's kind of hard not to do at Christmas time, obviously, and for good reason. I feel like I'm missing one super obvious reference. Oh wow, there's so many references they can throw in. Though actually they managed to throw in a reference to Australia. Specifically, what was his name? Steve Irwin, was that right? That crocodile hunter dude. I think I got that right. Was that his son? But they managed to throw in a reference to that of all things. And that's really probably one of the best things about the Muppets. They can do those hilarious bits. And I really do appreciate how they're showing that, showing this episode, or this movie, I should say, I think also kind of reinforces what the Muppets are about. And it all goes back to the song Rainbow Connections. Because there's, apparently in the park, not that far from the Muppet Theater, there's a monument dedicated to Kermit and the Muppets, and it quotes the Rainbow Connection, and I think that is fitting as the good theme of the Muppets. Imagination, dreaming, all that. That really fits with the Muppets. I really do appreciate how Kermit relearns that lesson, in a sense, in this film, in his moment of feeling down. But I think that's where I'm going to end this little discussion. Feel free to let me know what did you think of I don't know why I'm tripping over my words, but feel free to let me know in the comment section down below what did you think of It's a Very Muppet Christmas Movie. Though I kind of wish they had a slightly better title. Maybe It's a Very Muppet Christmas. Just take that movie off. I don't know. The movie doesn't make sense to me. You don't need to tell us it's a movie. But then again, there is such things like Star Trek: The Motion Picture and the Muppet Movie, so it can be done successfully. But anyhow, also feel free to like. I don't know why I'm... Also, feel free to like, upvote, and share the video if you haven't done so. And feel free to subscribe to the channel and check out any links down below if you are so interested. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas!